Good evening, church. Tonight, Mariana is going to read about the boy that Jesus healed of the demon, where the disciples couldn't, and then we'll have a look at what the story means to us and why we were inspired to say about it.
Matthew chapter 17, 14 to 20, New International Version. Jesus heals a demon-possessed boy. When they came to the crowd, a man approached Jesus and knelt before him. "Lord, have mercy on my son," he said. "He has seizures and is suffering greatly. He often falls into the fire or into the water. I brought him to your disciples, but they couldn't heal him." "You unbelieving and perverse generation," Jesus replied, "how long shall I stay with you? How long shall I put up with you? Bring the boy here to me." Jesus rebuked the demon, and it came out of the boy, and he was healed at that moment. Then the disciples came to Jesus in private and asked, "Why couldn't we drive it out?" He replied, "Because you have so little faith. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, 'Move from here to there,' and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you." This is the place that inspired us to produce this video. Because we know the place when there was this flood and then mud, which wasn't nice to see, but Tamira liked to go to this mud. And now, when we see this plant, they're growing up again.
Tonight we look at the story in a different light, but first let's look at what it tells us. Jesus is saying that even though the disciples had witnessed him doing miracles, they had not yet believed, and for that they had no faith. If you have only the slightest little bit of faith, you can overcome anything. The disciples proved they had none, because they had not succeeded in healing the boy from the demon. Although we see in other translations than the NIV, Jesus did say some things need more effort, such as prayer and fasting. And when you need help, it is always a good idea then to fast as well as pray. The NIV does omit the verse 21, and it just goes from 20 to 22. It is said that many translations are similar to Mark 9:29 in the NIV, and this version of the event gives some other details as well. If you look at the King James translation, it says the following verses 20 and 21. "And Jesus said unto them, Because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting." It is the second time in Matthew that Jesus refers to the humble mustard seed. Matthew 13:31 in the NIV is the first time it's mentioned, and the first time is the description of the mustard seed and the yeast with which he used the tiny mustard seed to help describe the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, the reason we were inspired to use this account of a healing and the lack of faith is because when the floods came early this year, this hollow was filled with water. Gradually, after the rains, the water began to soak away and evaporate, so that after a while this became a muddy pond, which Tamira would love to run into and get herself all messy. As it continued to dry out, the mud got thicker, and when it dried completely, there appeared to be absolutely no sign of life growing in there. Some small seeds must have been there, because now, after a little bit of rain splattering, plants are flourishing. It is the reverse, it seems, of the dry African plains, that after the first rainfalls they spring back to life in an abundance of plants and flowers. The thing we realise is that when you are at a low point in your life and things feel helpless, you may be about to lose your faith in the Lord. But if you hang on to that last mustard seed of faith, good things can flourish. The Lord will lift you and life can be reborn. Also, look at the story of Job. His life was virtually completely destroyed by the devil. He and others thought that that was the case. But because of his faith, he was saved, and the Father knew it too, and he was given many blessings. This virus is destroying lives and hurting people who lose loved ones. Just hold on to that little seed of faith and life will regrow for you. All around us things happen, but with that little seed we can achieve anything. We can see how things return to life, where hope is lost because the Father made everything and wants us all to flourish. Which means for us, we can only flourish with faith. Even the smallest faith will do. Let us pray. Father, I love you and renounce evil. I want to grow closer to you and ask for your protection now and always. You work wonders in this life and promise greater for us who hold you in our hearts and follow your ways. I ask you, Father, that you keep us safe and free in your spirit, and may your will rule my ways and guide us. In the name of your Son Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Faithful one, so unchanging, ageless one, you're my rock of peace, Lord of all, I depend on you. I call out to you again and again. I call out to you again and again. Let's sing that again. Faithful one, so unchanging. Faithful one, so unchanging, ageless one, you're my rock of peace, Lord of all, I depend faithful one, so unchanging. Faithful one, so unchanging. Ageless one,